Hi crafty friends, welcome back to Crafting with the Gringas. In today's video we have a part 2 for our little binder clip pincushion. If you haven't seen that video, go and check that out in the part 1. Okay, and in today's video what we're going to be seeing is how to make a little binder clip cactus pincushion. So for that I have this beautiful green fuzzy yarn. So I'm excited for that. That'll be fun. This is around a 4 weight. It's similar to this one. It just has a little bit more fuzz on it. So these two are the examples that I made on the video. So this is the thicker one that's about a 4 weight. And I am using a size 3mm crochet hook for that. So what you're going to want is a piece of cardboard or plastic. This one is just from a cereal box. So I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to want to make, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to make a little circle that it's about the size of the little circle that I have here on the top. Okay, that's just, it's not pretty, but it's just kind of roughly the size of the circle that I need for right here. Because what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to place something right here so that our pins don't go through this layer, because at the point when we're going to be squishing our binder clip to take it off and on, we don't want any of those needles or pins to get hidden in there and then poke us. So what we're going to want to do is make a circle, and that's just going to help keep the pins out of this bottom area. Okay, so we can make your circle. And so any kind of cardboard or anything hard like that, like some hard plastic, this, even like a box like this would work. We just need a little bit of a barrier to keep that out of. So let's see, that should work pretty well. And if you find that you put it in there and it doesn't, we can trim it down just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to the side for a minute, and I'm going to grab my yarn, and in this case it's this green, and I'm going to insert my hook in one of these little loops that we went leaving. In the tutorial it will show you that we're going to be doing a back loop only, so we're going to leave that little front loop to work into. We can do 2 double crochets into each stitch. And so for this cactus, we're going to do 2 double crochets into each stitch all the way around until we get to the other side. So I will meet you right back in just a moment when we're at the other side. Okay, I'm back to where I started from. What I'm going to do is slip stitch into this chain 3 that we made at the start. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to do a front post double crochet. We're going to insert our hook on one side and come out the other side of the stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and then the next one is going to be another double. And then the next one is going to be a front post. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do a double crochet, and then the next stitch is going to be a front post double crochet. So all the way around till we get back to the front, we're going to do a normal double crochet and then a front post double crochet. So I'm going to continue to do mine, and then I'll meet you back when I get to where we started from. I'm back here at the start. I'm ending with a front post stitch, and then in that chain 3 I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, and I'm going to chain another 3, and then in the next stitch where I've got a front post, we're going to do a front post. So where you've got a front post, we're going to do another front post, and where you don't have a front post, where it's just a normal, we're just going to do a normal double crochet. Okay, so we can keep up making those little ridges. Okay. So from here, I've got the first row that I made with 2 double crochets, then I've got 1, and this is going to be my second row of 1 double crochet and then a front post, double crochet, 1 double crochet and then a front post, then a double crochet, and then in this one I'm going to do a front post double crochet. Okay, I'm going to do 4 rows in total. This first one, the second one, this one I'm on, and then 1 more. Okay, and I will meet you back when I've got my 4 rows. Okay, I'm here with my 4 rows, and so this next row, okay, we're going to chain 3 and do a front post double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through 2, yarn over, then we're going to go into that front post, pull up a loop, and go through 2 of those loops. Sorry, it's a little hard to see with the fuzz. So we still have 3 on our hook, and then we're going to yarn over and go through the 3. So the next one, we're going to yarn over and go through our normal double crochet, go through 2, yarn over, do a front post stitch. Okay, and then we're going to go through 2 of our strands and then go through all 3. So let's do that one more time. So we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop in our normal double crochet, yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops. Okay, so we have 2 on our hook, yarn over, and we're going to do a front post. So we're going to pull a loop up through that front post, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, leaving 3 loops on our hook, and then we're going to pull through 3 of those loops. It's going to start to close off our little cactus. So we're going to do that all the way around until we get to the other end, and that's what I will meet you back. Okay, I'm back. So I've got, you see how it's closed up just a little bit. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to slip stitch into the top of our chain 3 that we made. Okay, and then we're just going to chain 1, and we can cut our yarn. Okay, and at this point we're going to want to make sure that we put our little cardboard in there, and then we can get some stuffing. We'll stuff that, get it stuffed. Right here you can put quite a bit of stuffing. Okay, now we're just going to finish closing it off. And like usual for my videos, we're just going to do a front loop only with our needle. We're just going to go around and only get the front loop of each stitch. And just keep going around until you get back to from to where you started from. And once we close this up, it is gonna go down in size just a little bit. It's not gonna be quite as wide. Now we're just gonna go pulling on it. Okay, so just pull on it gently, and then the little bit that's left over we can just go sewing in, like sewing it a little bit tighter. Okay, now that we've tightened our little ring that we've made, and then we've got a couple stitches back and forth, we can go through and just hide our tail and bring it out the other side. We can cut that off. Okay, so that's what our little pincushion looks like so far. Now we'll just need to make a flower for it. So let's make our slip knot. And chain 3. And then we're just going to go into that third chain, the first one that we made, leave our little space and go through. And we can chain 5. And then we can go back into that loop and single crochet. Then we're going to do another chain 5. And we're going to go back in to that same loop and single crochet and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go back in to that same loop, single crochet, again we chain 5, single crochet. So we've got 4 there. We're going to make 5 of them, so we're going to do one last round of single crochets, and instead of a single crochet, we're just going to do a slip stitch and then chain 1. Okay, then we can cut our yarn, leaving a tail to weave in. Okay, so then we can pull our tail here tight. So you see we have a little flower. We can put it right on the top there. If you want to put it off to the side, you can as well. I'm going to put mine in the center. It's going to get my needle. So I can quickly sew this on. So I'm just going to go from one side to the other. So just get our flower positioned how we want it, and then we can find one of our single crochets to come up through, just to keep that down. You can just go back. Then we can come up underneath our flower. And then we can just tie that off. A couple times just to make sure that it's secure. And I'm not going to weave in my ends anymore. I'm just going to insert my hook to the side a little bit and bring it up through one of the little spaces. And then I'm just going to pull that through a little bit like that. And then I can just cut that off. And spruce up our little flower. And there we go. We've got a cute little pin cushion using a binder clip that you can clip onto almost anything to take it with you. You can clip it on your clothes, you can clip it on a bag, you can clip it on different kinds of baskets, and like they hold pretty tight. And we also have a pretty large space right here, so it can be on something fairly thick. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So that's going to be it for today's video, and don't forget to come back and join us to make these two and see what we're going to be making. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!